quite a battle here for you tonight. They're filling up both sides, and should be a good one, Zach, for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited about this one.
For the tip, Andrew Horner, Miamisburg versus number 23 for Centerville squad. Centerville wins it. And they're sharing the ball around the perimeter to start the game off.
Almost lost it there.
And really, this is a tale of two teams as a three-pointer hit by Eli Greenberg for Centerville.
Yeah, Centerville is starting out fast, hitting a three-pointer, really putting Miamisburg on their heels to start the game.
Horner sets the screen. Ellis goes the other way. And I believe they will call foul on the ball. So, yeah, that'll be on number 11 for the Centerville Elks, Eli Greenberg. So getting an early foul here. The first one for Centerville. So it looks like number 15 for the Vikings, Osei Ogebor, will run the point for them. Three off by Wharton. Another three by Andrew Horner, top of the key, no good. That'll be a rebound for number 23 for Centerville's roster. And foul on the play. So that'll be Miamisburg's first foul on ball. Inbound here for Bryce Cowgill. Down low, and it's good for an Elks bucket. Number 13 on the basket. And the Vikings can't get past the Elks pressure. Three in the corner, and it's good. Cohen Ellis, the 5'8" freshman, getting started with a three-pointer.
The Elks are just off to a blazing start here. Already up 8-0.
And the Vikings trying to find their way inside. Foul on the play. And that'll be another early foul. Number 11, Eli Greenberg. And you see here on the replay, absolute money from outside, getting down low. And Centerville's freshman, number 13, getting off to a hot start here.
Misses the first three throw. They're definitely going to need to have those tonight against this Elks offense. I mean, they are just on fire already, and they've got a super high-powered offense. They're going to need to get these easy shots.
Yeah, and two early misses there from Logan Walker. So it doesn't spell anything good so far for the Vikings. Centerville very methodical in the way they move the ball on all levels. And the bucket is good. Number 23 for the Elks. And here at home, the Vikings are starting out very cold, Zach. And in your opinion, what do you think they need to do?
Well, they've got to get some offense going if they want to try to hang with this deep Centerville team. Centerville's already taken a double-digit lead on the Vikings, and it's only the first quarter. So if they want to hang with this high-powered Centerville offense, they're going to need to create some offense of their own.
Yeah, not only just the first quarter, Zach, but not 2 minutes even into the first quarter.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through.
Yeah, so junior varsity team coming out and starting some early momentum here for the Elks. We have a long night of basketball here for the MVCC Game of the Week, junior varsity. So Ogebor brings it down for the Vikings, takes it again. Driving hard baseline. And it's going to be a steal for the Elks.
Just absolutely smothered by the Centerville D there.
Cowgill cutting him off there under the rim. And he'll attempt a three, contested. No good. Offensive board now. That'll be Reggie Powers, no good for the putback. And that'll be a foul on number 4, Cowgill, after a lot of momentum. And that'll be the third on Centerville already. So I think you were definitely right, Zach. Free throws are going to be a big deal for the Vikings tonight.
Yeah, and it was very key there that they just got that stop. They needed some momentum on defense.
And trying to break the ball pressure and can't do it again. And Ellis with the three off the front of the rim. So the Elks coming out with a full court press working early here. Good ball handling by Logan Walker, but misses the layup. So lack of execution here for the Vikings. The Elks bringing it down. Powers will take it from the top of the key. Calgill in the corner down low. Deflected by Logan Walker for the Vikings. And it'll stay the Elks ball.
That was nice defense from the Berg there. He just read that screen going all the way in, was able to deflect it out.
Calgill with the inbound. Right on the entrance side. And it'll be deflected. Good defense there.
Yeah, and it's starting to look like after that initial shock of the Centerville offense that Miamisburg is starting to settle into their defense and give Centerville some contested shots.
23 jumper, no good. So now the Vikings will have the ball once again. Corner pass in the middle of the court. Hard drive. Vikings lose the ball. Three for Walker, air ball. Short once again from the three-point line. The Vikings haven't been able to get anything to go at all.
Yeah, and I think that three kind of showed it. They were starting to get desperate. Maybe just chuck up a deep three, hope it goes in, try to get something going on offense.
Wharton from the wing, cross court. Kyle Anderson, double team the baseline, back out to the three, and it's good. Great shot there. That was number 25, Tyler Veal. And corner three by Powers, no good for the Elks. Wharton on the board. Veal coming down through the legs, passing the lane, no good. And out of bounds. So the fast pace not working in the Centerville's favor there. And you see the replay. Kyle Anderson double team baseline. You see the movement from the high post to the wing, Zach, that created that shot there.
Yeah, great ball movement, great vision there by the ball handler. All around nice play.
Wharton now. Pass over to Walker. Screen. Driving in the middle of the lane. Gets it out. Wharton doesn't quite turn it over. Almost does. And it'll be a Centerville foul. Second on Bryce Calgill so far.
Yeah, Centerville's definitely going to have to start to keep the fouls down. They've already got 4, and it's only the first quarter.
Walker bringing it up now. Past half court. They double team baseline once again. Centerville's really trying to trap him in there. And you see the foul called on number 13.
And the Vikings are just not able to do anything on offense right now. Every screen that they set, Centerville's got them right in their tracks, and they're able to somehow make a stop. Wide open three from the top.
So Vikings get another three. Powers gonna dribble out of the half court. Elks, beautiful pass, and the bucket's good. Number 13 for the Elks, and it'll be a steal. Cross-court pass, deflected. Calgill almost turns it over. Ellis with the contested three, questionable shot, but it goes in. And good defense by Kyle Anderson, and it'll be a timeout called by the Miamisburg Vikings.
Yeah, and as the Vikings were starting to get back in this game, they cut the lead in half. A massive 5-point swing there for Centerville. They got the layup down in the post, and then they got the steal for the deep three, and just a wonderful 5-point swing.
So a timeout here, you'll see both teams regroup. And the Vikings starting to get some confidence and some momentum rolling. Force some turnovers as well, but the Centerville Elks so skilled on offense. And there you see the three by Logan Walker, but the beautiful ball movement by the Centerville Elks. And look at Cohen Ellis with the shot there. if this is foreshadowing, it's going to be an excellent night of MVCC Game of the Week basketball, sponsored all by Shore Holtz Printing. It's going to be a fantastic night, guys. You'll hear the buzzer here as Nicholas Wharton will inbound the ball for the Vikings. 1:42 to go here in this first quarter. And the Elks coming out in that full court press once again. And you got to think head coach Zach Christensen is drawing up something on the sideline to break that press. It'll be an on-ball foul. Another one here for Centerville. That'll be make it 5. That'll be on number 21 for the Elks. So the Vikings will have the ball after the foul. And the Elks definitely need to be careful going into the end of the first quarter with foul trouble already. Wharton lobbed down the court. And Cohen Ellis following Walker all the way down. So intense pressure now for the Elks, even up 9. And there'll be another foul on Centerville. Oh, actually an offensive foul. I think that was, we called it an illegal screen.
Yeah, the Miamisburg crowd does not like that. You heard a parent yell out, "No way" there.
That'll be on Andrew Horner, so interesting call there. So ball goes down low for the Elks on the wing. Reggie Powers pump fakes, drives, draws the foul, and no continuation. That'll be before the shot. And that'll be on Logan Walker, so Miamisburg's 3rd foul now. The Elks will still have the ball here. And you see the screen by Powers. Open at the top of the key, jumper. No good for the Elks. And it'll be going the other way. Contested rebound there. A foul on Centerville. So a good stop there, not allowing points.
Now they just need to get the offense going. Try to get back into this game.
And it'll be the bonus, so that'll be the 7th foul by Centerville. Looks like I missed one. Wow. So that'll be a 1-and-1 free throw here for Kyle Anderson, the Miamisburg sophomore. Shot up, no good. So failed to capitalize on a free throw again. 0 for 3. Cohen Ellis up with the fast break layup. Almost got fouled, but it'll go in. Wharton inbound here. Trying to break that full court press, and they do. Fantastic job. It looks like they'll call. Looks like they'll say he lost the ball there. So Nicholas Wharton from the top of the key, driving in. No good. So another missed shot by Miamisburg here early. Hard drive, 13, another bucket. He has been dominating here in this first quarter. Nicholas Wharton and a block. Matthew Wilkins for the Elks. Down low, the 6'6 junior. Ellis deep 3. Feeling himself, heat check, no good. And the putback no good for Wilkins, and they'll call it out on the Elks. So Vikings failing to execute often in this first quarter here at home. 0.6 seconds, just enough for a lob. And they'll try to do a full court alley-oop. Stolen. And what a quarter for number 13 for the Elks. 19-6, Centerville leads the Miamisburg Vikings here in the JV game of the week.
And the Vikings coach, Nolan Robinson, is really just going to have to dial something up here because right now, whatever his team's doing is not working. They are down by 13 points, and it's only the first quarter.
And the Elks playing with a lot of fire and tenacity as well there on defense. But even when you get those open shots, you got to hit them, especially when you talk about free throws. They could have reduced it to a 10-point deficit if they made all their free throws.
Yeah, they've missed every free throw that they've attempted so far, and they're in the bonus though. So if they can get to the line and keep shooting, they might be able to start to dwindle this lead down a little bit.
Yeah, and we'll see if the bonus affects Centerville's physicality on defense at all here heading into the second quarter. So again, 19-6. Your junior varsity MVCC game of the week, sponsored by Shoreholtz Printing. We got a heck of a night ahead of us here in Miamisburg, Ohio. It is a brisk one, but we're inside, so it's all okay. 7 minutes back on the clock here for the second quarter. And priming up are the Elks. Gabor on the inbound to Walker. Anderson dribbling to the right. Give and go opportunity. Back across court. Walker for the three. Body's banging down low.
Yeah,
Wilkins will end up with it.
It looks like the bonus will have no effect on Centerville's physicality.
Not a lot of off-ball movement there, but he gets it off anyways. Wilkins. No pass over to Greenberg. Calgill with the drive to the corner. Calgill down low, trying to draw the foul, and he does. Number 24, LaVille. See the replay there, a lot of banging down low. Calgill, first free throw is straight through. And you see Centerville's discipline coming into play here early. Not only the skillful off-ball movement, but their just how they control the pace of the game. Trying to break the press, the Vikings are again. Almost gets stolen. Will gets trapped, taking advantage of him. Gets out of it. Anderson out to number 24, LaVille, no good. Put back, down low, almost stolen by Calgill, and they'll call it a steal and then a jump ball. And it'll be the Elks ball. So possession arrow pointed back towards the Vikings, but Centerville will come up with this one.
You see the replay.
A lot of hustle down low.
Yeah, that was a crazy possession.
Greenberg leading the point now. Three pulled up by Wilkins, no good. Powers with the putback, no good again. Horner snags the rebound. Miamisburg will be in transition now. Powers with the steal. Elks get the ball back, another fast break. Up with the fancy finish, no good. It'll be Miamisburg ball. Good hustle by LaVille to throw it off of Powers' leg, who was on the ground. Heads up play by the Vikings.
Yeah, and Powers just tried to take on the whole defense there.
Gabor passing it to Anderson. Great pass. Well, actually just a little behind, and it'll go off of the back of Logan Walker.
They'll call it a travel.
So I believe they called it a Centerville steal and then a travel. So there's Andrew Crompton, the 5'10 sophomore.
So Miamisburg catches a little bit of a break there.
Anderson to the corner. Threw it off of the Elks, but he went out of bounds and then got possession. So technically that was illegal. So the Elks get possession.
Yeah, I think he was trying to throw it off them to make the ball go out of bounds, not himself. And fortunately, it didn't work out that way.
Only 2 free throws for the Elks. Other than that, no scoring. It's been a weird quarter so far, Zach.
Yeah, especially off after the massive first quarter that they had.
Greenberg, the Vikings tightening up. Cowgill driving down low. Through contact, can't get it, so good defense by the Vikings, not the foul. Here we go, fast break, Logan Walker off of the backboard, and it's good for a Vikings fast break bucket. So they even the score here in the second quarter, 2-2. In the corner, pass over to Greenberg. Scanning the defense now. These Elks are moving really well off ball right now. Wilkins with the fancy finish. How about the skills from the 6'6" junior?
Yeah, that was just beautiful. As Centerville gets a steal, possibly.
And on the floor, trying to get it out. Vikings with the hustle now. Fantastic. They're still behind court. Somehow didn't get called. LaVille traveled, took a step. Did not power dribble. I think he meant to power dribble, but just took that drop step, and that's illegal without the dribble.
Yeah, and you can see he did not like that call.
And right there you saw the MVCC Game of the Week replay. Matthew Wilkins, the very skillful touch down low. He's definitely had an impact since he's come in, since the end of the first quarter. It doesn't look like the scoreboard changed the quarter, but we reassure you this is the second quarter. Calgo from the top of the key. Wilkins, dribble then up, so great defense by Ty LaVille. Can we talk about that for a few seconds? Switching, just bringing a different type of attitude to that Vikings defense as he's entered the game.
Yeah, and they definitely needed it.
You see the number 24 down to the post with the leg breaks. They're making a difference tonight. Logan Walker.
Now they just need someone to make a difference on offense.
Wing, Ogabor with the contested 3 and right on cue, Zach. And almost a steal from Horner as he goes into the stands to say hi. That is the home sideline too, so I guess it worked out. Joe Horner, good hustle though. So it'll be an equipment timeout. Player needs to tie his shoe. And back into the game as you saw the replay there. Ogabor with the 3 from the wing, and you just missed it there. The missed shot by, I believe, Cowgill in the high post, and it deflected off of Centerville on the offensive rebound, so it'll be Vikings ball. Walker trying to break the press. Deflection by Wilkins. Centerville fast break. 3-point attempt is good. Number 24, Andrew Crompton.
That was just nothing but net.
Super smooth shot. Gabor going back and forth. Dishing out to Walker, and Centerville playing very tight pressure here. And that is a bucket. Let's say Lifton. Yeah, let's say Lifton. Excuse me, the sophomore for Miamisburg JV.
That was just a hard drive to the basket. He wanted those points. He's helping to cut this lead down.
So that was an illegal screen by Bryce Cowgill. Took a step early. Took a step too early. You saw Crompton sink the 3 from the wing there. Big shot for Centerville here in the second quarter. Logan Walker going against that press, and they let off a little bit there. Has some room across the court. Litfin no good. Put back from Horner is in.
What a great follow through. I mean, he saw that the rebound was coming after his teammate missed the shot, and he was just able to get the ball and put it right back in.
So with a minute left, the Vikings scoring 3 more points than they have in the first quarter. 3 by Ellison, no good. And LaVille with the hustle. Great rebound down low. Number 24 continues to make a difference for the Vikings.
Yeah, he's bringing a lot of life and energy to this team, and they desperately needed it.
Say Lipton bringing it down now. Gabor driving baseline. Centerville gets the trap, and they're figuring out this trap, Zach. They're throwing it across court every time they get trapped baseline. A very good strategy, good coaching there by Miamisburg. Walker around the screen from LaVille. Gets in, mid-range jumper, a little short. LaVille on the offensive rebound though. Put back from the post is good. Beautiful drop step from the young man.
And like you said with the trap, how they've started to figure it out. Maybe now they're starting to open up the scoring. They just had to figure out Centerville's defense. And they might be able to start opening up the scoring here.
LaVille's so impressive. The Elks have the ball, 20 seconds to go here in this first half.
And the Vikings have cut it back down to a single-digit lead.
Ellis back over. Back to Ellis. Off the screen, mid-range jumper. No good. Almost a great rebound there by Ross Kopic. But instead it is out of bounds off the Elks. And Miamisburg will have another chance for a full court heave with half a second here. See Litfin on the replay, scanning the court, getting it into LaVille. Of course, that was a possession that ended with the drop step. And the Miamisburg will just dribble out the first half here. And the Elks will still remain up 26-17. But tale of two quarters here for the Miamisburg Vikings, scoring 11 in the second, 6 in the first. I'm Jeff Allen alongside Zach Zimmerman, and we'll be back after the halftime break for your MVCC Junior Varsity Game of the Week.
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
All right. All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome here to Miamisburg High School for tonight's MVCC Varsity Game of the Week, presented by Sherholtz Printing. Jared Bergstrom alongside Jeff Allen, as we are going to have a doozy one here as the 12-0 Centerville Elks are going to take on the 8-6 Miamisburg Vikings. Quick, Jeff, really, on the Centerville Elks, who, mind you, is 8th in the nation ranked among public high schools. Who do we have to watch out for tonight? I mean, it's hard to pick one of the three-headed monster, but go ahead and just pick one.
Watch out for the Centerville Elks, Jared. Their program, their system is just stronger. It's more cyclical than any one player. The Centerville Elks have been just a force in this GWAC conference for the past 15 years. But let's highlight a duo of players, because I can't get down to just one, and that is point guard Gabe Cups. Incredible. We've already talked about him in the JV game. A national viral sensation.
The Indiana commit.
Yeah, and he's been playing phenomenal. Coach's son, leading in assists by far. He's just so efficient this year. He's mastering the type of controlled game that he wants to. And Rich Rolfe.
Rich Rolfe, yes.
Third in points. Second in three-point percentage.
But
this kid's ridiculous.
The last 4 games, 25, 26, 29, and flying to the hoop against the 4th-ranked team in the nation that they beat by 15. And then last night, or on Tuesday against Spire Academy, 28.
Absolutely on fire.
About 27 points the last 4 games.
So what about the Miamisburg Vikings? Who's your player to watch for them, Jared?
Oh, I mean, if you don't pick Jackson McGowan, he's the one. He leads this team in almost every offensive category, shooting percentage, rebounds, offensive rebounds, and all that. But, I mean, the side fact, well, let's throw it down to the national anthem, and then we'll be back. Quickly back to the Vikings, as we were talking about. I mean, Jackson McGowan, he just committed this week to play football for Cincinnati next year, or in 2 years. But as we go, I mean, Miamisburg, not a lot of people might know this. Miamisburg was the last one to beat the Centerville Elks in Division I way back 36 games ago. The Elks have since then turned that into a 28-game winning streak on their road to state as they won. But, I mean, for the Vikings to try to have a shot into this game, they're going to have to burrow down deep, and they're going to have to hit virtually every shot, and turnovers is going to be the thing for the Vikings. We're going to take a look at the Miamisburg starting lineup. The Cincinnati commit for football, and we've seen them on the football. Oh, a little bit of a Karate Kid crane kick. But, I mean, looking at the rest of this, if Miamisburg can keep it close and if they can keep it under 10 at halftime, I think momentum, if you can keep it under 10 at halftime, that's a win for the Vikings, and they've just got to keep applying to that. But when you've got the starting 3 for this Centerville Elks team, they're all committed to decent D1 schools. Cups is committed to Indiana. House is committed to Florida State. And Rolf, who committed to Drexel in the offseason, has reopened his status.
Well, yeah, this season has just bursted him to a whole nother level of recruit, especially playing alongside Tom House and Gabe Cups and shining nonetheless. So huge season, a huge career potentially ahead for all of these guys. But it all comes down to tonight. Here in Miamisburg, Ohio, we are set for tip-off, Jared. And Rich Rolfe versus Jackson McGowan is going to be the matchup to watch all night. Very intense. Phenomenal, and this big man is so skilled. 6'7", like really a trunky frame. Rich Rolfe can just do it all. What hustle by the Elks.
Jump ball in favor of the throwback to the Vikings. But we can talk about the other two. Those two have the third and fifth best assist to turnover ratio. So, I mean, they're nothing to look at lightly. They do not turn the ball over much. Boxing down low. McGowan. Can't get it to go, but he's going to go to the line for two.
And Jackson McGowan, the D1 recruit for football, we've already talked about several times, but just very explosive this season. And I wonder if watching him in basketball makes Cincinnati any more excited to get this guy on the field. And he plays with just explosive athleticism whenever you see him on the court. First in field goal percentage amongst the top 5 in rebounding and blocks. And also at that length, he's a defensive machine, Jared. Also 1.2 steals.
Cups pushes it up court quickly. He's going to launch a three, gets it off the side of the iron. Copsey with the rebound.
Off the dribble there, too, as well.
McGowan, quick shot. That's no good. Rolfe pushing it up court quickly.
Questionable possession.
Floater.
Oh, wow, that was almost in.
But he gets his own rebound and still can't get it to full. They're going to have a foul called against the Elks. That might have been on Rolfe.
Yeah, it might have been over the back there, but how about that hustle getting
your own rebound twice?
Rebounds, yeah.
It was on Rolfe. That'll be his first, team second.
Rich Rolfe averaging 18, 6.5, and 2.5 assists.
And you see what this Elks team draws? Is that a 5-second violation called against the Vikings? But you saw in the corner of our court camera down here, you have about 4 or 5 different people down here filming to try and capture what magic these Elks have done over the last 30 games. Kick.
Setting up.
Rolfe's going to drive in. Kiefer. Cups jumper is up and no good.
In and out. He got some space there, though.
McGowan's with another rebound.
The Vikings a little scrambled on offense.
Morningstar turns it over. Kiefer pushing it up court. Kiefer going to take it himself. Gets the scoop shot to go.
A wonderful reverse. Good touch by Ryan Kiefer inside. So
take a look here at the replay. Kiefer.
And you see he just had the ball to his left side, went up and went under.
But if you're Miamisburg, you know that the Centerville Elks are going to double team McGowan up court the whole time. So you're going to have to try and find somebody else to try and help get it up court. Against Springboro, our game a few weeks ago, Darryl Cooper was the bright spot. Down
Beautiful
low.
pass. Peyton Talby, no good.
And Miamisburg's going to have to finish at the rim if they want to stay into this game.
Rich Rolfe, beautiful set three, and the undefeated Elks, defending state champs, are off to a ridiculous start so far.
A reach-in foul's going to be on Emmanuel Dang. That'll be his first. You see, look how quickly Rolf gets back behind the defense.
Look at his feet. One step, set up, drained it.
And we haven't even talked about, yes, Centerville is undefeated and really has only a handful of tough games left.
Sam Boardwine now. And they're going to have to make it a scrappy, physical game if Miamisburg wants to get anywhere close.
Dribbled it out of bounds, a turnover back to the Elks. Looking at the rest of Centerville's schedule, they've got St. Vincent St. Mary tomorrow night. That was the last team that beat them in the regular season. And then they're at Beaver Creek, then they're home for Northmont. Then they got Moeller. Last year, Centerville beat Moeller to go to state. Then after that, they play Vertical Academy out of North Carolina, and it's flying to the hoops Top Gun thing. Vertical Academy is like the 12th team in the nation, so Centerville's playing 2 teams in the top 10 already this year. And then we'll be at the game at Fairmont in a couple weeks. But they finished the season against Huntington Prep, another nationally ranked.
Rolf, what vision down low.
Another nationally ranked team that these Elks would not. Talking with Cups before the game, before the season, he couldn't get these teams to schedule now. Now they won them. It's Rolf with this, or no, that is
Tom
Cam
House
Smith.
up and the
down.
one-man jam in Miamisburg, Ohio. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. That'll be a Miamisburg timeout and 12-1 lead.
Wouldn't it be
Elks.
wham, bam, thank you, ma'am? You got a little tongue-tied there on Tom House's dunk.
No,
didn't
I'm
you,
trying to be
Jeff?
original, Jared.
Okay.
I'm not like all you other announcers who just use whatever's already there, okay? You got to create your own thing, okay? 12-1, though. Let's talk about these
12-1,
undefeated defending state championship Elks.
That dunk right there says it. They play fast, they play physical because they know that they have the stuff to back it up. They had 3 fouls in the first 45 seconds of the game. They haven't had one since. You see now here the House's dunk again just goes up and slams it down. He's going to be a menace in the ACC next year. And by the halfway through the season, he's going to be starting for Florida State. I guarantee it.
A very modern day wing, 6'4", very trunky, can play the 2, can play the 3. It's going to be a very nice piece, Tom House.
Now for our people watching, what does trunky mean?
Trunky?
Yeah.
A thick frame.
Okay.
I'd say not skinny. Wiry is the opposite. That is
okay.
An antonym if you wanted one. There you go, Sammy Freeze bringing it up. And you could just tell these two teams are on 2 different levels, Jared.
That is actually 21 Kyle Kenny who forced the steal.
I believe that is a 4th or 5th turnover here.
Deep 3 by Kenny. Can't get it to fall. Cooper with the rebound. And see, this is where your Miamisburg, Centerville will take those shots because they know they'll have the chance. Cooper turns it over.
Almost gets the offensive rebound. He does.
Shot is up and no good. House picks up the loose ball. But if you're Miamisburg, you've got to make those shots. When Centerville misses, that's a point swing for you. Loose ball and just not paying attention. House free throw line jumper is no good.
Good form. Jackson Dunaway comes down with it, though.
And you see House almost crashed the boards and got his own rebound.
Daryl Cooper resetting this Vikings offense, trying to get something going. Haven't hit a field goal so far.
Hafner poked it away.
And let's talk about this Elks efficiency, right? They are first in points per game. They're first in field goal percentage.
Deep 3 by Cooper. And that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Dunaway.
And Centerville's even first in 3-point percentage, Jared. This team is just otherworldly when it comes to G-Walk. And so far, they're on tone to set the record, on pace to set the record for 3-point percentage in the conference. So new players coming on for both teams here now. Let's see if the Vikings can try to keep this game manageable. That's really going to be a big hit victory for them.
Cups drive in, dish off to Rolf and blocked at the rim, but fouled by McGowan.
And hit the wrist there slightly, but fantastic ball movement.
Let's see if we can get a replay. I mean, Cups took that all the way to the baseline.
And just
Rolf's going to have 2 free throws.
3:15 left to go in this first quarter, and If this game doesn't change quickly, Jared, it's going to get out of hand.
Centerville going to attempt to see how high our score tracker can go.
It's been a tale of two seasons for both teams as Miamisburg was doing good until they got to conference play. They were a very strong candidate in GWalk until they started facing GWalk.
Long inbound pass to McGowan. McGowan up court. McGowan was going to slam it down, but Rolf fouls him.
We're almost treated to a second dunk in the MVCC Game of the Week. Varsity edition, as you see here. Design play to get McGowan a fast break bucket. But good job, good hustle by Rich Rolf. Coming up behind and using that wide wingspan to affect the easy go-ahead basket for McGowan. Instead, he'll have 2 free throws. And off. So that'll be 1 of 3 so far on free throws for the Vikings. And they'll try to get a second point here midway through the first quarter.
McGowan has the lone point for the Vikings right now at the free throw line.
And now he has the lone points.
Oh, that touched every part of the rim as it went down. Cups kicks it over to Hafner. Down low to Kenny.
Tom House pull up. No good. Good defense on the play from Miamisburg.
Cooper had the rebound there for the Vikings. Cooper kicks it off. Freeze. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Dunaway. And the putback.
Tough post play by Andrew Jackson. Dunaway. Been a nice role player for the Vikings this season. He's averaging 10 and 6.
Hafner takes the ball from kick out to Cups. He's going to launch a 3. Drills it in the corner.
Beautiful no look. Deceives the defense by looking in the lane and while passing out to the corner. Great offense by Centerville.
Elks lead 17-4. So we approach 2 minutes left here in the first quarter.
Daryl Cooper with the ball on a string running the point. Gabe Cups, excellent defense.
Nice screen there by Jackson McGowan, but loses the ball. And I don't think if he didn't touch that, I think he would have, or Miamisburg would have kept possession.
Yeah, the pass just a little behind. McGowan has to be frustrated. Just under 2 minutes now to go. Kyle Kenny bringing it down for point for Centerville.
Kenny drives in, might have walked.
Jackson Dunaway deflected it, and it'll stay Centerville ball. And speaking of Division I wide receivers, you got Cam Smith out there for the Centerville Elks. And what an injection of athleticism for a role player, Jared.
I think he's going to Finley, I believe. Smith thought about the 3. He's going to drive in, kick out to Kenny. Shot's no good. Morningstar with the rebound from Miamisburg. But if you're Miamisburg, you got to score on these opportunities where Centerville did not.
Quinn Hafner all over Daryl Cooper.
Loose ball picked up finally, and a push. That's going to be a foul on Cam Smith.
Yeah, and clear. I'm surprised they didn't call the foul on the floor by Hafner with some arm slapping there, but nonetheless, referee justice will be served.
That is close right there. If Smith didn't push him, I think the ref might have called over him back.
A very bang-bang play. Good call by the referee, though. Cooper inbounding here. Let's see. He'll get the ball. Sammy Freeze.
Freeze trying to get some separation from Cups. 3 is no good by Morningstar.
Emmanuel Dang going over the top.
And they're going to call the foul on Dunaway. That'll be his second. Team's 4th.
Jackson Dunaway. It's been a good source for hustle this game. Just getting a little unbridled
A little bit too much hustle.
And the Elks offense getting initiated once again.
And that's going to be a foul against Daryl Cooper.
Miamisburg trying to ease in some physicality, some tough play, but they are getting called on all of it.
Inbound goes to Cups. Down low to Kenny. Back up top, Hafner's going to launch a three. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, Cooper pushes up court more, or Freeze gives it over to Talby. And Miamisburg dribbles into the corner. Dang up court, throws it away. Morningstar gets it back. 36 seconds left. Let's see if Miamisburg slows it down a little bit here.
The Vikings need to get something going here at the end of the quarter.
McGowan lost it on the way up.
What about the defense from the Elks over there by Kenny and Dang?
Cups gonna hold it here. Looks over at his dad. He's gonna call the instructions. It's gonna be the final shot. Cups has it, 12 seconds left. Cups gonna drive around, pull up jumper, can't get it to fall, loose ball.
3 seconds. Quinn Hafner with the shot, it's up. No good.
Doesn't get to fall, and that is how your first quarter ends. Centerville Elks up 17-4 at the end of the first quarter in our MVCC Sherholtz Printing Game of the Week. There you see the Miamisburg student section. Look around packed stands here for this intense G-Walk showdown. But what does Miamisburg have to do to try and cut into this 13-point deficit on the scoreboard, Jeff?
Honestly, Jared, they're going to need to change the confines of the entire game. What they're going to have to do is utilize that physicality in a whole nother way and definitely limit mistakes. There's no room for error against this Centerville squad. There's no messing around. Definitely need to get better control of this game and the pace. Make it a tough, scrappy battle, essentially, Jared.
I'm going to look up scrappy in the thesaurus at halftime to try and get you a different word. If okay, next game we need to put a scrappy counter up there. Here we go, starting the second quarter. Cup's going to bring the ball up the court. Down low to Quinn Hafner, back up top.
Gabe Cups driving in, pull up jumper from the mid-range area, and it is drained.
Cups has 5 in the game now. And a timeout called by Miamisburg before the inbound violation was going to happen.
We'll see what Coach Freeze can come up with. Here you see he fakes right towards the screen, gets that separation from the elbow. So beautiful. So Miamisburg just had time to talk. Apparently, Coach Tim Freeze already didn't like what he saw out on the floor. What do you think he's telling his guys, Jared?
You're going to have to play smart with the ball, no turnovers, no sloppy passes, and you got to finish at the rim. You have got to finish at the rim if you're the Vikings. They've had at least 3 or 4 layups that they just kind of threw up and it didn't go down. And those are just some of the mistakes that the Vikings got to work on.
So here we go. Out of that timeout, Vikings are going to come out with the ball. Cooper down the court. Fast break.
Down low to Talby. Cooper.
Pump fakes. Gets the bucket. So matches Centerville's bucket to open the second quarter.
Kenny back up top to Cups. Hafner drives in. Passes back out to Cups. Nice defense there by Miamisburg. Kenny will go to the line to shoot, or that's Kiefer, sorry.
It's a nice measured offense there by the Elks. And Miamisburg's going to have to make it tough on the offensive end. They're going to have to restrict that scoring. Way easier said than done, as Centerville has 3 of the top 3-point shooters in the entire conference, 3 of the top 10. And they're also 3 of the top 10 scorers in all of G-Walk. This trio is no joke, and they have an exceptional set of role players around them, Jared, who would really end up starting for most of the teams in the conference. You take some guy like Cam Smith, you know what I'm saying?
Cooper gets the rebound off after Kiefer misses both. Cooper down low, and Cooper's going to be called for the charge. That'll be his second, team sixth.
So another negative shift in momentum for the Miamisburg Vikings.
You hear Sam Boardwine checks into the game for Miamisburg. Down low, Hafner, turnaround jumper off the glass is good. And look at this defense by Cups, putting his body on the line, diving on the court for a loose ball. McGowan trying to drive into the paint. Hook shot is up and good. McGowan has 4 points.
McGowan trying to keep his
Deep
team
three
alive.
by Hafner, drills it.
Oh my goodness, Gwen Hafner. Money
And
for
look
the
at
three.
House right in the face of Boardwine.
Excuse me, 4 of the top 10 three-point shooters. I forgot about Gwen Hafner, Jared. And he has just been money this season from the free throw line as well.
McGowan trying to back up Kiefer. McGowan passes off to Morningstar. Morningstar jumper in the air. Shot is up and no good.
Here's the replay. See this wonderful Centerville offense being very patient for their shots.
Cubs picks up the loose ball, rolls it to Dang. Over to House in the corner. I think if it was a cleaner pass, he might have shot the three. He's going to drive in, spin move, dump off to Hafner. Just a little too hard off the iron, but the board offensively for Hafner.
Yeah, Quinn Hafner, exceptional hustle down there.
Cubs drive, Euro step, and what a block from behind by
Wow.
McGowan. And they're going to call a jump ball.
Jackson McGowan coming in from behind. There's that wingspan. And the mentality of a defensive stopper. You can see it coming from behind. All ball there.
Cincinnati's basketball team might offer him a scholarship too, try to pull him from the football.
See what they can do, wherever works.
I don't know if I've ever seen a two-sport athlete like that in college.
Definitely be exhausting, Jared. Peyton Talby corrals the inbound, gives it over to Cooper.
And if you're Miamisburg, you've got to get passes up court quicker, because if you let Centerville set on the defense, McGowan drive, dashes down low. What a block by Kiefer. If you let Centerville set in their stance, they're going to make the press hard to beat, and a foul going to be called, I think, on Morningstar.
Yeah, my favorite thing about this Centerville basketball team is they're so evolved when it comes to a high school basketball standpoint. All 5 guys on the floor almost all the time can shoot. They can all shoot. There's not really positions. You see Rich Rolfe, he's a 6'7", that's their center, but he's also passing really well. He's handling the ball. He's shooting it very fluently. You see sometimes Tom House gets put in the 4 or the 5. He's going to be an amazing guard on D1 basketball.
Versatile players that can play any position on the court.
Everywhere. You see Quinn Hafner, he plays the 1 and the 2. He just got an offensive board. Got to the line. So that kind of energy, you know.
And
really
you see,
pays off.
that's what we talked about. Miamisburg got to get passes across that half-court line. McGowan gets the ball. Poked away by House. Out of bounds. Going to stay with Miamisburg.
Centerville, just all facets of the basketball game. Owning this thing. And Friesel inbound it. Try to get the ball inside. Not
Loose
the
ball.
best move.
McGowan gets it. Turnaround shot is no good. Dang with the rebound. I'm
Talby
surprised they
hustling.
didn't call a foul on Talby. It looked like he hooked him. House. Hafner. Oh, that was halfway
in and
down.
out.
And that's going to be a foul on Talby. That'll be
Talby
his first.
says he doesn't understand it, but he was clearly hanging on to the limbs. Right there of Kiefer. So the corner of the, you see Talby hanging on to the backside. So 2 free throws coming from the 6'5" forward Ryan Kiefer. 1 and 1, correct. With 4 minutes to go here in this first half. It has been all Centerville Elks here.
And
Miamisburg High School.
They get to shoot free throws for the next 4.5 minutes. Loose ball picked up by Hafner.
Wow. Offensive rebound for the Elks. Gabe Cups creating that space. Hesitation, no good though. Daryl Cooper leading the fast break now. They'll set up in the half court.
Cooper drive.
Tom House all over it.
Oh, they're going to call a foul on House, and he can't believe it. Nice camera shot right here.
Shout out to the MVCC crew getting it done tonight. Very efficient on the cameras in the truck.
Now we're going to have a matchup in 2 weeks. They'll be pretty big in G-Walk. It'll be Fairmont versus Centerville. This is our first Centerville game of the year, but we know how good the Elks are. We've seen Fairmont twice already this year. And Fairmont is the number 4 team in the state right now. Centerville sits 1, Fairmont 4. Top 5 showdown in a couple weeks at Trent. That could be an interesting matchup.
Especially with the rivalry involved. We both know how things change when conferences and histories, rivalries get thrown in there, especially with Centerville and Fairmont, Jared.
Cups 3, drills it.
How about the off-ball screen? Centerville drawing up a beautiful play, and this Brook Cups offense just runs like water at times. Daryl Cooper, couple crossovers behind the back, fancy with the ball, getting it inside, beautiful layup.
What a layup there by Daryl Cooper.
One of the few bright spots for this Miamisburg team.
Down low to Dang, finds himself on the scoreboard.
Excellent reverse, nobody down there.
Nobody that had height advantage either. Copsey pushes it up to Morningstar. Morningstar gives it off to McGowan. And if you're Morningstar, you got to take that. You had the better cut to the rim.
Yeah, definitely a passive move, but can't blame him. McGowan's a machine. He'll get 2 more free throws down here. And you see Dang right there. Gabe Cup just moved right around Dang and opened up the 3. Great off-ball screen. And you see Cooper on the rebound there. Excellent fast break. And McGowan missing his 3rd free throw of the night. And if this game gets closer, that could end up haunting them. 3 minutes to go in the first half now. And baby Najee will come in.
Barbacoa Jai comes into the game. That is his name.
Barbacoa?
Barbacoa.
Wow. Nice.
Why do you think I waited for the PA guy to say it? As McGowan gets 1 out of the 2 to go. McGowan went for the steal.
Very aggressive.
Gonna leave.
Good help defense from
They're going to call a
Miamisburg.
block. Let's see if we can take a look at that. Here we go.
tried to draw that one
Replay
hard.
department on it.
Tries to get the separation. Copsey
He was flopping back before the arm even got extended.
Tried to get the foul there.
No Oscar for that one.
Yeah. Kyle Kenny looked at the ref like, you saw that, right?
You're not going to call that, right?
That's cool. The first free throw down, and Centerville's discipline in all levels, Jared, just really shining through tonight. That system, that program, so consistent for so many years, cranking out so much talent.
And it goes by the experience that head coach Brooke Cups has.
Daryl Cooper getting inside, drawing the foul. He has been putting his all into it tonight as he slides on the floor. Very symbolic of the way he's been playing. Trying to carry these Vikings. Emmett McGowan got the team on their back.
Cooper at the line, shooting the 1-and-1. Cooper now has 5 points in the game.
Like I said, him and McGowan making out most of this offense. And the second one good. 2 for 2.
Him and Goen each have 12 or 6 in the game, combined 12 out of the 14.
And that'll be a foul, a pretty bad foul on number
didn't
2,
see the
Sam Boardwine. It was a screen. Dang set the screen, and Boardwine pushed him. He literally took both hands and pushed him instead of trying to fight over the screen. So another poor mistake, perhaps out of frustration for the Elks.
Centerville, one of the top free throw shooting teams in GWalk.
Number 4 to be exact.
So that's middle of the pack. It's 4 out of 8. But still, I think it's just under 70%. Stolen away by Kiefer. Kiefer fouled by Boardwine.
That'll be a second foul within a minute.
No, that's Kenny. My apologies.
Didn't see Boardwine coming from the back. Kyle Kenny missing the first. So 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. And a much better quarter on behalf of the Vikings. It's still down huge in this game.
Boardwine pushing it up court, guarded by Cups. Boardwine dribbles.
Stay Vikings ball, and they are just deflecting it so much, Jared.
And I don't understand this. If you're Miamisburg and you've got room, don't dribble yourself over into the corner. That's just an extra defender for Centerville. Then let's see if Miamisburg does it again. They've done it the last couple times. They'll get some separation, and then they always seem to push it to the far side of the court. And turnover there for the Vikings. No look pass up to Najee, and it just a little bit too hard up off the glass. Morningstar turns it over, had Copsey open behind him. I don't know if he heard the clap.
Another turnover for the Miamisburg Vikings. So many in this game.
Here and see Cups is going to slow it down a little bit. Dang, down low to Cups. Gets it to roll in.
Another bucket for Gabe Cups.
He has 12 in the game.
He's taking over the second quarter.
Rolf has not been into the second quarter. Taking a break on the bench. When you score 10 out of the team's first 15 in the first quarter, I think you can afford a little Gatorade break.
I think it's fair to say that.
Loose ball.
See where the possession arrow is. And it's going to be headed towards the Elks. So another momentum shift as if they needed it. G will inbound for the Centerville Elks. Great ball movement there. You saw by the Centerville. Cups will take the inbound. Just over a minute to go, and this first half is kind of dragging on with how much Centerville is attacking. They're just going full force.
A couple empty possessions by both teams that have really drawn it out. Hafner. Oh, well. Now Dang over in the corner. Kicks it back up top. Hafner, 3 off the back of the iron, but a rebound. Dang saved it from going out of bounds, but nobody there for Centerville to try to get it. 40 seconds left here in the first half. Now over in the corner, Cooper, guarded by Kenny.
Justin Davis now.
Haven't called his name yet tonight.
25 seconds to go in the first half.
Excellent defense here by the Elks
Miamisburg has to do something
to close down this half, and they just keep pushing Miamisburg back further and further away from the basket with 15 seconds left now. Morningstar up top to Davis.
6 seconds to go. Copsey.
2 seconds left.
Do they hear
Stolen
the
away
clock?
by Dang.
Dang steals it, and a fitting end to this first half.
Miamisburg dominant, or Centerville dominant over Miamisburg in that first quarter, and really what separated it 17-4, and Centerville going into the half leading 38-14. Let's see if Miamisburg can make those adjustments at halftime and try and at least salvage some dignity in this game. Don't let it get too far away of them. But we'll see in the second half of our MVCC Game of the Week, brought to you by Sherholtz Printing.
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
All right, get back out. I'll go countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome back here. Getting ready to start the second half of our MVCC Varsity Game of the Week. Centerville Elks leading 38-14 over the Miamisburg Vikings. Cups with 12 and Rolf with 10 are the leading scorers for both teams. Jeff, real quick, what did Miamisburg have to talk about in the locker room?
Well, just don't get overwhelmed. It seems like these players are playing like they're intimidated. Once when they're passing around the ball, they feel the pressure of the defending state champions. These are just kids. You guys are the same age. Go out there and play them like you've played most other teams this year. There should be no difference. Should be no. Don't feel the essence of the Centerville Elks. Just go out there and play against a bunch of kids. You know, just casualize everything. Nothing is impossible, Jared. It's definitely a daunting task to come back in this game, but nothing's impossible. As Daryl Cooper steals it back after he got it stolen.
And see, that's a heads-up play by Cooper. Don't just foul. Try to get the ball back.
Yeah, Daryl Cooper and Jackson McGowan, again, the only bright spots for the Vikings this game.
Each have 6 points in the contest. Foul is on Cups. That'll be his first, team's first. Pass over to McGowan. McGowan trying to back up. Kiefer, just it rolls out, and that's how a lot of the shots from Miamisburg has went tonight. Kick up top to House. Thought he was going to shoot that 3. Rolf gives it back. House, quick release. But an offensive rebound here. Nice trap, though, by the Vikings in the corner.
The hustle by Kiefer on defense and then offense there. Pull
up is nothing but net. 14 for the junior.
He's so good at creating space, Jared.
Freeze. Trying to find somebody to pass it to. Gets it over to Boardwine. Or no, sorry, that's Copsey. McGowan guarded by Rolf. Kicks it back up top to Cooper. Freeze guarded by Cups. And that's not good when you're triple teamed by Cups, House, and Rolf.
Yeah, and Centerville's just playing every possibility that Miamisburg can even come up with. They're one step ahead.
The only thing that Miamisburg has got going for them is that they have drawn the fouls and gotten to the line.
Yeah, this will be their 9th and 10th free throws of the night.
Second one on Cups.
We've talked about it several times this game, Jared. Gabe Cups he understands so much about the game, being coach's son. But that type of space creation it's a next level thing. It's a thing of the future. Creating space is the future of basketball, and Gabe Cups does it so well. He understands how to manipulate motions, and it seems like he is ahead of the defender. Or the entire defense at times. Tom House with a contested 3.
But he's going to go to the line to shoot 3. Let's see who they call the foul on.
I believe that was on Copsey.
Yeah, they're going to call it on number 4. That'll be his second team's first. His second team's first.
Yeah, affected the way he landed, and you saw the Miamisburg sideline get a little upset, but Centerville understands these things. They understand every little step, everything it takes to win the game. So I think instead of Miamisburg, instead of being unhappy with the way this game is going, instead of analyzing this in a negative way, what are they doing right? What can we imitate? What in high school basketball is changing that makes them so successful? And I think they can learn a lot from the Centerville program in total. I think almost every team can.
If you can't beat it, try it.
Sammy Freeze off to Cooper. Cooper racing down the court on the fast break.
Just can't finish at the rim. And that's the trouble of shooting over the height of Rolf, who you said 6'7". Kick up top, Cups. I thought he was going to take it just inside the three-point line.
Beautiful Gabe Cups. The way he just waits for his spots and attacks. Excellent.
Copsey pushes it up court to McGowan. McGowan trying to get down low over Rolfe, and Copsey with the rebound. Talby.
Such a tough task to shoot over Rich Rolfe.
It is.
You look at the wingspan, the size of that man. Not only that, the knowledge of basketball. Look at Gabe Cups. Hesitation. Passes both defenders up, creates the space. We've talked about it so much.
Mike Woodson's going to get a heck of a player in Cups in 2 years when he goes to Indiana. Inbound.
Copsey down low, gets it completely rejected.
Rolfe declined that one quicker than a scam call.
And don't sleep on the athleticism of this Elks team either.
McGowan, quick inbound, just rolls off the rim. Look at Cooper fighting for the ball, and I think it's going to stay with Miamisburg.
What hustle by Daryl Cooper. He is trying his all to keep his team in this game.
Dunaway comes back into the game for Miamisburg. Miamisburg got to get it in, gets it to Dunaway.
Big bodies, Rich Rolfe. And that was a mistake.
Rolfe might have got offline a little bit, but he quickly corralled himself to get a hand in the face. House to Cups.
Cups driving.
Spin move. Down low to Rolfe up off the glass.
My goodness. I hope the replay team got that one. In between two defenders down low.
Stopping on a dime after the spin move.
So impressive. Division I skill level right there by
I'm glad
Gabe
we don't
Cups.
have to. We just have to pick a player of the game and not a play of the game. Here, look at this one. Cups drives in, spin move, and stops. What a pass dish right there to Rolfe.
So gorgeous. And shout out to the replay team tonight, all the camera crew, the MVCC team for making it, keeping this game alive. Showing you every aspect. Shout out to the crew. Every angle. Shout out. Excellent replays tonight. Jackson Dunaway from the high post. Gets it out.
Almost threw it away. Nice corral there by Copsey. You see here, court camera shot, free throw line jumper for Copsey.
Copsey getting a little bit of space inside. That doesn't happen
Cups
often.
pull up jumper. Can't get a fall. Rolfe on the putback. Just a little bit too hard. And you see Dunaway trying to muscle his way through Rolfe. And that one's going to be a foul on Rolfe. That'll be his third.
The Vikings haven't even gotten to 20 so far in this second half. Incredible.
Here you're going to see, look at Copsey's drive here. Just pulls up over House. I mean, House is he's 6'6", only an inch shorter than Rolfe. You look at the athleticism by Dang. He was taller than Cooper on that jump. This is a bad place to be if you're a Viking. Cups poked it away. Got to get it across court.
Gabe Cups with the physicality.
And that's a 10-second.
Disturbing the Vikings. And they keep on running away with a game that they already got. The Centerville Elks refusing to back off. And we're only halfway through this third quarter, Jared. This has been quite a whooping the Elks are putting on. Inbound from House to Dang. And let me talk about Emmanuel Dang. How about the screens from this guy, the hustle,
the passes.
Just being an amazing role player.
House, Copsey in his face. House going to drive baseline. Behind the back, and he stepped out of bounds. But what a pass that would have been if he could have got it to Rolfe.
Tom House, very creative there. Dang averaging 5 points on the year, 3.5 rebounds, and an assist. Also 1.3 steals, just an energy guy.
Cups steals it away. Cups, lob pass to Dang.
Oh,
Rolfe finishes it though at the rim.
Alley-oop, no good. Rich Rolfe with the putback. Outstanding work from the Centerville.
Dang with the steal. Dang to Rolfe.
Another
Rolfe.
slam coming? No, it's only a layup, but how about the Centerville Elks transition game?
Centerville getting a bench warning. You see here, watch, Cups going up for the alley-oop to Dang. I think he realized he didn't have it and just pushes it off the backboard for a little bit for Rolfe to come in and finish it.
How about that teamwork?
And then here, look, you said Dang averages a steal a game. He's at least had 3 tonight, and Rolf just finishes.
Such a talented group of young men.
Giving himself 16 in the game.
When you look at the main point guard, the main ball handler for Centerville, Gabe Cups, standing 6'2", and that's the size of a lot of the Vikings forwards.
16 in the game as well, and you see up 51-18. Cups here in the huddle is still coaching this game like it's only a 1 or 2 possession game. Something that he has done phenomenally over his tenure both at Graham and at Centerville. And if you haven't read his book that he released or published over the summer, it is definitely worth the read.
Yeah, Brooke Cups has a book. You heard it here. And that program, he understands that each win is not just a win, but a brick in the house that is the program. Such an intellectual point of view of it. As the Vikings get started, Tim Freeze, let's see what he can get going for his guys here in the later half of this third quarter.
I mean, Centerville embraces their team motto and chop, chop. They just keep chopping away at the tree for each season. Cooper going to launch a 3, skims off the front of the rim. Rolf rebound, Cups pushes it up court. House going to launch a quick 3, and it's good.
Oh, my goodness. Beautiful catch and shoot 3 by Tom House. And that's one of the things that Florida State likes so much about that talented young man.
Kick over to down low to McGowan. Up off the glass, gets it to roll in. McGowan has 8 in the game. Cups pull up, just foot on the line. No good. Put back Kiefer. Freeze pushing the ball up the court for Miamisburg.
The Elks almost up 40 points. At least the Vikings got 20. It took a while. We're down low amongst the trees. Is Sam Bordewine got a little confident there.
I wouldn't try to make that pass. No, I quickly try and get out of there. As you're going to see, Rolf, Dang, and Cups come out of the game in that substitution. Down low, McGowan.
And even the pass is off for Miamisburg. An excellent job there by Gage Murphy. And we saw him do an excellent job early in the junior varsity game.
Hafner, haven't really seen him since the second quarter. 58 seconds left here. House gets the ball. Guarded by Copsey. That's a height advantage for House.
Tom House deep. Catch and shoot 3. Straight through the rim. How impressive for Tom House.
Inbound goes to McGowan. He passes it off. 38 seconds left in the third. Freeze going to bring the ball up the court slowly. And a reach-in foul is going to be called on Cam Smith. That'll be his third.
Yeah, he's been in the middle of a lot of fouls tonight.
And we advise you, or we remind you that the OHSA started that if you're up 35 points in the second half, the clock does not stop. That's why you see the clock continuing to run. So you saw that deep 3 by House.
That would be beneficial for both teams at this point, Jared.
At the buzzer, shot is no good. Smith gets the rebound, and we're going to go to the fourth quarter. Centerville leading 59-22 over the Miamisburg Vikings.
Yeah, Rich Rolfe and Gabe Cups combined for 31 points so far, over half of the Elks.
And House has finally worked his way over the double-digit mark with that last 3. Has 11 in the game.
Yeah, and Emmanuel Dang, Ryan Kiefer, Quentin Hafner, all playing their roles as usual as the Centerville Elks almost have a 40-point lead going into this fourth quarter, and they just continue to show why they are who they are. And if you had any questions about the Centerville Elks
Wave
up
to the
to
camera,
this game,
Jeff.
I think they're gone. If you hadn't seen them play, if you didn't know what they were about, you know now. The Miamisburg Vikings, Tim Freese's squad, they are no slouch. They're not a team that loses every game. They're not a team that usually gets beat like this. The Centerville Elks are it's a testament to
Centerville executes at a different level.
yeah, how far advanced they are from the average high school squad.
Well, when you're 8th ranked nationally and you just beat the number 4 team by 15 at Flying to the Hoop this past weekend.
Definitely got a chip on their shoulder and playing like it, I would say.
And before this game gets on, I mean, I don't know if anybody saw before the game, but here
Steal
we go.
by Cooper.
Cooper going to lay it up off the glass.
You'll see the replay. It's an excellent steal by Daryl Cooper. Getting Kyle Kenny off balance there.
And Cooper was just called for a foul. But I don't know if many people noticed before this game, but both teams were warming up in Chaminade Julienne Eagles shirts. Longtime assistant Richard Kidd passed away unexpectedly last week. Had his hands in almost every single high school program around the area. And just a tremendous heartbreaking loss, not just to CJ, but for Dayton high school basketball. I mean, he's been, you can see him at any gym. CJ's not playing. He's at multiple games a night watching kids that he's coached at the AAU level or helped as they've grown up. And just a nice homage to the way these teams paid tribute to a Dayton legend at the high school level.
Yeah, and rest in peace, Mr. Kidd.
Deep three in the corner. Rebound, though, and the putback for number 13, Ethan Greenberg.
Yeah, and he was having his way in the junior varsity game. Coming out and executing on the varsity level. And notice all 3 of Centerville's star players are sitting on the bench. No need to use them up as they'll save them for this state tournament coming up, Jared.
And this is just what Centerville does. Greenberg is like the 8th, 9th, 10th player on the bench for varsity.
And as a freshman, look at that body. Look at the way he plays as a freshman.
But that is what Coach Cups instills. You follow your shot. You shoot the ball, you have your best chance at the rebound. That last foul was on number 1, Quinn Hafner, for the Elks.
The Vikings putting together some source of scoring so far here in the 4th. Still score 4 right away. And the clock not stopping here, running very quickly. So the 35-point rule still in play here as the Elks up by exactly 35.
A little preview for our game of the week next week. It's going to be the rescheduled game as G drives the paint and blocked there by Murphy. It'll be the rescheduled makeup of what would have been 2 weeks ago matchup, the Springboro Panthers versus the Fairmont Firebirds ladies. Jason Ball with the basket there. That one is going to be a great matchup. Springboro won, and a charge going to be called against Cam Smith. That'll be his 4th.
The look on Cam Smith's face, like, I can't help but laugh because you see it every single time he commits a foul. He is just in shock. He has been on the bad end of a lot of calls tonight.
You know, take a look here in the replay in the upper right corner. Slight bump. I don't
Definitely
know.
a flop by Murphy, but
I guess that's Oscar worthy if you draw the foul.
And Cam Smith just getting into being at the wrong place at the wrong time this game.
But that game next Friday at Trent, that's going to be a big one on the girls' side of the standings for G-Walk. Centerville, Beaver Creek, Miamisburg, Fairmont, all sits within about a game and a half, 2 games of each other.
Oh,
Greenberg.
Greenberg. Oh, my goodness. He was
But look
feeling
at Smith
himself.
with the finish.
The Centerville backup players, and they didn't care about a bench warning that time,
No.
Jared. They were picking this guy up.
And you see Coach Cups is smiling on the sideline.
seeing his freshman trying some fancy stuff. You gotta smile at that, Jared.
Spin move by Dunaway into the paint, almost poked away. Down low to Cooper. What a pass.
Good backdoor cut by Gerald Cooper as well.
3 ball for Kyle Kinney.
The stoic Kyle Kinney, he's been playing very well tonight. Another just cog in that Centerville system. Very nice role player. And they'll stay up here by 36. So the Vikings scoring some points, but not stopping the Elks from scoring at all, even with some of the backup unit in.
And you see, well, we see down there, Rolf and House were kind of joking with Greenberg as they went up for that dunk, and it's like, you'll get there yourself, freshman, just not tonight. But Centerville is going to move on. They're going to go to 13-0. They're going to play St. Vincent St. Mary tomorrow night at Centerville High School. And that is going to be, that one is probably a big circle for them on the schedule when they released it. Murphy down low. Morningstar can't get it to go. Morningstar with the rebound, though. St. Vincent St. Mary was the last team that beat Centerville. Centerville moved to 29 games in a row now, but that was the last team that beat Centerville in the regular season last year at Centerville. So big, you would think, revenge coming from these Elks.
Kaiser Cornwell, off-balance 3 around the off-ball screen. Very impressive shot there, and that gets it within 35. So the clock will stop running on the dead ball. Oh, wait a minute.
No, they don't let it. They don't let it.
So
stop.
it doesn't go back.
No,
Gotcha.
it doesn't.
Okay, it's not like football. Excuse me, my mistake. So the clock will keep running here.
And it's first year implemented under new rules.
Okay, interesting.
And actually, they changed the rule for football this last year. Well, once you get back under it, they don't take it off either because it just delays the game. I mean, if you're up by 30 and you blow a game like that, you shouldn't really be finishing it. No contact called there on G. Here's some Centerville fans looking for it. Greenberg with the steal. Greenberg trying to slam it down again.
Ethan Greenberg.
He's going to get one. I feel.
What
maybe
a
not
phenomenal
tonight,
leap. Ethan Greenberg. They almost ended that game right here. Everybody would have went home after that, Jared.
Yeah, he got the dunk. We can pack it up and go home.
Not only a dunk, but a poster at that over Gavin Morningstar. It would have been an SC top 10 worthy dunk. Greenberg, the freshman.
And now look, he's coming over. Coach Cups is like, "What are you doing?" And House at the end of the bench shaking his head. Don't do it anymore.
And it's mixed reactions from his teammates. Some of them are telling him to keep going. Some of them.
And Cups says, "Sit down and shut up."
Stop telling this man to dunk on people. What an entertaining exchange from one of the best teams in the country, Jared. So 48 seconds left. The clock ticking without stopping. And what an onslaught we've seen from Centerville. The top of the top. What else can we say that we haven't said this game?
I guess Greenberg with a dunk would be it.
And that's about it, honestly.
We've seen just about everything that Centerville executes in a game plan.
All in 3 quarters, too. We've seen a lot of these young and upcoming players that are going to be here for years to come.
And a blocking foul called on Gage Murphy.
So that'll be an and one, but they don't even get to shoot the free throw, Jared.
I think
it's under 10 seconds.
I think they have to.
No, I believe the clock's going to run out. You see 33, he really wanted to score. He really wanted to get the ball in the basket.
That's it. They do not.
But they'll call the game, Jared. The Centerville Elks will remain undefeated and unscathed here in G-Walk as they take this victory by 32 points.
68-34 is the victors for the Centerville Elks. we break it down, I mean, player of the game, I think it's going to have to split honors between Rich Rolfe and Gabe Cups. Both kids had 16 in the contest for Centerville. Centerville, like we said, they're going to move on 13-0, 29 wins in a row for the 8th-ranked team in the nation, and they'll play St. Vincent St. Mary, the number 2 team in the state, number 1 in Division II tomorrow. Centerville looking to get some revenge on that game.
Yeah, and I can't wait to call this team again.
And we will, in 2 weeks, we will be Centerville versus Fairmont. And that one, the storylines can just write that one for themselves.
Yes, sir.
Signing off for the rest of Miami Valley Communications crew. Huge shout out to the camera people, the director, and the people in the truck. We'll be back next Friday as the Springboro Panthers take on the Fairmont Firebirds in a battle of girls basketball and G-Walk. Jared Bergstrom and Jeff Allen.
That's all, folks.
Think about it.